Hi, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and Happy New Year 2020. I'm so excited for this new year and I am just ready for all the great things that are going to come. And today, I actually want to share a little flashback. I wanted to talk about January 2017 because I really felt that was the month and the year that changed my life because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the decisions I made that year. So January 2017, I'm 21 years old, and at that point in my life, I really was just working two jobs. I was partying every weekend and just living my best life. And there was nothing wrong with that. However, the only thing that they don't tell you is that every choice you make has a consequences, either good or bad. And so I had made a lot of bad choices up to that point in my life. So I was reaping all the bad consequences. And so I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, why am I here? Why am I living? Why am I on this earth if it's just to work, get money, and party? I just thought it was boring. I thought it was not fulfilling me anymore. I felt super empty and I went to a little depression because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And that's when actually I sat down and I made a list. And the list was what I wanted to do in 2017. And to my surprise, two things were up on that list. The first one was actually to go back to church. And that was surprising. I was like, okay. And the second one was to go back to school. And that was surprising too. I was like, going back to school, why would I do that? Many of my peers at that time were in their senior year of college or they already graduated. And here I am just barely starting to think that I wanted to go back to school. And that's something that I've learned is I compare myself a lot to people, and that was the first lesson I had to pass. That was the first lesson I had to pass, which was not to look at other people's life, but start living my own life. And when I started to do that, I enrolled at Santa Monica College, and I took, I think, 3 classes there. And it wasn't that hard, but working full time and going to school full time, 3 classes was kind of like a lot because I haven't been to school in 3, 4 years. So it was a switch. But I remember I wanted to go back to school because I thought I wanted to be a cosmetologist. I thought I was going to be in the makeup industry and stuff. Then I realized there was not a lot of financial aid in that. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. So I thought, okay, maybe the business side of it. And then I looked at how much math business majors actually have to take. I'm not super passionate about math, so no, I'm not. I don't want to pursue that. And then it came to communication studies, and as I did more research, and I realized what other jobs are out there for communications, I started realizing that this is something I like to do. I like talking to people. I like relating to people. I like to share my stories, and I like to hear stories back because I feel like that's how you connect with another person. And so I pursued that. I pursued communications, and I was at school for Santa Monica for the next 2 years. And if you want, I could definitely make another video of my journey of Santa Monica and all the classes that I had to take and get scholarship and all these things. There's so much more into details I can go into, but I'll leave that for another video. And so after 2 years, I had the choice of where to transfer to. And I got into pretty good schools. Now, this is not to brag or anything, but I really did. I got into good schools. However, when I was trying to make my decision, I didn't feel peace about it. I didn't feel like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Only one school made me feel like that. And to my surprise, it was Cal State Northridge. Now, many of you may not know, but I actually went to Cal State Northridge after high school for a couple weeks, and I was not in a great state. I was really struggling emotionally and trying to find who I was. So I dropped out of school after 6 weeks or something like that. And at that point, it was kind of too late to drop out of my classes. So my teachers had to give me a grade. So basically, long story short, I have a 0.00 from Cal State Northridge. And so fast forward to 2019, when I was transferring, That's what they told me. They're like, okay, we'll accept you to the school. However, your record from 2013 is going to follow you. And so, again, going back to the choices and the consequences, this is one of the choices I made 2013, and it's following me now. And, at first I was kind of like upset. I was like, that's so dumb. Like, why are you going to keep my record? Like, if I went to blah, blah, blah school, like, they would have got rid of my record. But I came to the conclusion that it's fine, first of all. And second, it's only going to make me a better student because it's going to push me to get the grades that I want. And so, yeah, now I am entering my second semester at CSUN, and I have another full schedule, and I'm just excited to continue to build on top of the good choices that I've already made. And the reason why I'm sharing this video and sharing my education journey of how I decided 1 year and 1 month that I was going to do this, and I kept that promise by continuing to work on it, is to show that literally your life can change. Like, my life is completely different 3 years ago. And for the better. So I want to encourage any of you or all of you to like step out of your comfort zone, step out of, by pursuing what you want to do. Like, start that business, start that YouTube channel. I'm doing it too, so we can do it together. Write that book. Like, for me, there were so many ideas that I had, but I felt like I was limited. And that was my mindset. Like, oh no, I can't do this because I'm too young. Or I can't do this because I'm too old. Or I can't do this because I don't have enough money. Or I don't have the right resources. Or I don't have the right connections. There's always going to be a billion different reasons why you can't do something. But honestly, it's just you taking that courage and a step of faith and saying, you know what, I'm going to do it. And if it fails, I'm going to learn from it. And I really hope this video helps someone. I just really felt in my heart and in my spirit to share the story, because as we're entering the new year 2020, many of us may hate New Year's resolutions. I know I did, because I was just like, why make New Year's resolutions if I'm just going to like stop going to the gym month 3, but I've realized like now as I'm growing that New Year's resolution doesn't necessarily mean like, oh my gosh, everything on my list needs to be accomplished. If not, I'm a failure. More of like, well, life is a journey. This is for the big picture. And this is just another year to continue to like build on top of it. And that's what I'm looking at it as. I heard this wise person say that wise people look at their life in decades, not years. And I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to take that to heart and say, okay, I'm 24 right now, and in 10 years and a decade, I'm going to be 34. And I want my life to reflect of me building on top of what I've learned the previous year. And I think that's like the best thing, because it's not so stressful. Like if you don't, lose 20 pounds, or if you don't kill it in that business idea, it's like life is not like that. Life is takes detours and throws like world, balls at you, So it's just awesome that we can start this decade with a fresh mentality of saying, you know what, this is the year that I am going to follow my dreams. And so I really hope this encourages someone. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share with a friend and comment down below. Share your 2020 resolutions. I want to know what you're excited about. I want to know what you're looking forward to, or even leave like, I'm going to start that YouTube channel, or I'm going to start that blog. Let me know so then I can follow and I can support too, because we're all in this together. We're all human beings. And in the end of it is we're all trying to find and live that amazing life that we all want for our life. So thank you again and have a great day. Bye.